I'm here with the beautiful Monica Pedersen, and we're going to interview her about her new book that she has out. And here it is. And Monica, would you tell us your inspiration for your new book? And I've kind of looked through it, and I'm excited to hear more about it.
Well, you know, the book is called Make It Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Make It Beautiful for me is a phrase that covers a lot. It could be make it beautiful, you know, your bathroom, your kitchen, your party, or it could be you, or your life, or whatever it is. So it's a phrase that when I'm working with clients and I'm trying to convince them to go in one direction, I say, well, you know, we could go this way, we can make it more beautiful. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute, I want it to look like that. So just a fun title for me. And this is called Designs and Ideas for Entertaining at Home. And I love design. So whether I'm doing a table or a home or helping someone get ready, either way, you know, it's the same muscle memory. So I wanted to do a book for a long time. I've definitely been inspired by my design publications and books over the years. I'm a self-taught designer. And I was kind of thinking, like, what would be the perfect, you know, first book? Definitely entertaining. It's something my mom was passionate about. I grew up around it. And I'm a crazy fabric girl. I always say I'm a textile junkie. And, you know, tablescapes are a great way to show that off. And so I did it. And I've had a crazy schedule the past few years. And so this past summer, sat down and I scheduled 10 parties with my friends.
Oh, that's
It's like
great.
real people, real food, real everything, and then
fun.
And fun.
You've made it fun.
Yeah, and it's really through the eyes of a designer.
Yeah.
So a lot of the books on entertaining out there are heavy recipe, and maybe you see one tablescape. Well, for me, it's the opposite. I have all the recipes in the back, but it's really about how to get that look, and also, you know, it's about working with your home's interior. So whether you love entertaining or whether you love interior design, you'll love the book because 10 different spaces, indoor, outdoor, and I use the location as the inspiration for the look on the table and for the look of the party, rather than saying, okay, I'm having a baby shower, I'm going to bring all this baby stuff and try to make the space, you know, work or look baby. I'm like, what does the space look like now? Let's make the space look amazing long after the party's done, and then we're going to bring in little details that tell the story. So it's through the eyes of a designer.
So you're looking at the atmosphere around you, and you just build off of that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a simple thing. Like I can tell someone, you know, you spend all this money on your beautiful dining room draperies, right? This great dining room. But then you don't think about the fabric you may need for a tablecloth or a runner or the entertaining that you do. And so you go out and you're running into some retail store buying a hem-stitched linen runner, you know, that's overpriced, that's really narrow, that isn't long enough for your table. So it's like when you're thinking about your design, think about how you want to entertain and how you want it to look when you entertain. You know, we put in these big islands, we create these spaces, but how do you really want it to look? So, you know, get an extra 6 yards of fabric. Home decor fabrics are usually 54 wide, wider than most of our dining tables. 3 yards, you know, with the hem around it, and, you know, some bump on the tablecloth underneath it as a layer, and you're done. So
very clever.
You know, and those fabrics are scotch guarded already.
Right.
So they're easy to clean. So just like thinking about your home and your interior and how you want it to look, and making the effort. It was such a fun project.
Now, could you tell us, maybe show us one of your favorites here, and I'd love
my goodness.
for us to
one of my favorites.
A glimpse into your.
Okay.
Look at that.
I'll show you a few. Okay.
I mean, that is so inspired by nature too. I mean,
yeah. This was the eco-friendly graduation party, and I'll show you.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous! And look at the chandeliers with the candle that you hung from the tree.
So this was, you know, I borrowed these from an antique store. This is a simple check fabric. Anybody could recreate that. These are just simple glass containers. Half of the flowers came from the farm. There were lots of hydrangea bushes. The chairs we found at a flea market in Wisconsin. But, you know, it's the look, and it's where you create it. A couple other fun things. I love this. I love wine. I love wine.
Yes.
So, you know, create a wine tasting. And
what's your favorite wine, Monica?
my favorite wine, I like Santa Margherita, and I like Rutherford Hill. So Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio is like my girls' night out wine for sure. And then I love the Rutherford Hill Merlot. So 2 great wines. But here, these are wines from Stag's Leap, and this is the most important district in Napa. So if you want to host a wine tasting party, you can make it, like, theme it differently. So this is a Stag's Leap tasting, where all the wines are from the Stag's Leap district, and they're all the same varietal. But you can do it any way you want. But it's just a fun, easy way, you know, to get together. But I just think, you know,
it's
really pretty.
It's decor, just looking at it.
And you think, like, what flowers would you do for a wine tasting? You don't want flowers that smell. So get orchids. They don't have an aroma. They're not going to compete with the wine.
Yeah.
And then use the wine as your inspiration for the the flowers that you
great.
choose. But I'll show you the cutest party of all because it's very, very important to me. Where is she? My mom! This is called Tea for Two, and here she is.
Oh, there's your mom.
Yeah, so sweet. And this is like, make the effort. Mother's Day's coming up. You know what? What's wrong with Tea for Two, right? She's from Canada, so I call it Oh Canada, a home in native land. But it's just simple things you can do.
Look at that.
Add the flowers to the table and enjoy
This would
each
be
other.
a great Mother's Day gift.
Great
too.
Mother's Day
Yep,
gift, absolutely.
This is a great Mother's Day gift.
Yep. So, and then I also did a wedding. And this was the only party that I simply staged. Every party was real, but I mean, come on, weddings.
Yeah.
You need help. We all need help.
a little more formal.
It is. You know what? I remember when I got married, I couldn't get my hands on enough photography from weddings because it's so scary. So, this is what I think would be the perfect wedding. Simple.
Oh, yeah.
That was my wedding dress. I can't even close it anymore. That was my model.
Oh.
So I was like, can't do it.
Beautiful.
But just like this party, super elegant, but it's really about the tone on tone restraint. These are from Michaels. These are from Michaels. These are silver plate. Mix and match, high and low. But it's really about the color palette, using restraint, and we talk about architecture. And in this case,
look at that. I love
pretty?
the little white boxes.
Yeah,
that is great.
And this is use your location or your venue as inspiration. Everything was painted ivory, so I rented ivory Chiavari chairs.
Right.
So just like tips, so it looked really expensive because I worked
Ivory
with
on ivory.
Ivory on ivory.
Yeah.
I worked with the architecture, and so that's really like the theme of the book. Is work with your environment, and it'll be great. Fun. I know this kid. Oh my gosh, do you guys like gingerbread houses?
Oh
my gosh, wait. This is
Oh,
so much fun. This is my best friend Kim and her kids. And they had such a good time. And the boys went crazy for the gingerbread
I bet.
house. Isn't that, you think it's a girl thing? The minute you give these boys a pastry bag, it's like weapons. Kim was like, Monica, what have you done? They were like,
did the houses survive, or did they have wars, fires?
No. But here's the thing.
Look at the cereal.
So this is how we do it.
Frosted
And
mini.
I did these parties myself. So I tell people, I actually went to the bakery, and Kim and I pitched in and paid for it, and I said, this is what I want the house to look like. I Googled gingerbread houses images, took a picture of the bakery, and I said I need them done by this date. I didn't have time to bake them, and the kits that were available were too small.
Right.
We're working. How do we do it?
Right, get to the fun part,
Get to
right?
the fun part.
Yeah.
Each kid had their own house. They went crazy for that. And then we just pitched in for the candy and just loaded it up, and they all took their houses home and just had the best time.
So really, this book is really all about anybody can do this,
it. Yes.
and you don't have to be,
No, it's make it
an
beautiful.
expert.
No,
anyone can do it, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, it's make it beautiful on any budget and honestly at any skill level. I'm good with fabrics and my sewing, but if you would watch me bake gingerbread houses, more roofs have caved in on me. I wouldn't do it. So I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm
Take
gonna
the
buy 'em.
stress out of it. Well, Monica,
so-
I love that, and I am definitely going to go get that
Thank you so
book.
much. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Thank you.